G'day everyone, Artist Wayne here, and say hello to my mate Mal. My mate Mal's telling me it's too wet and wild to go the way that I want to go. He's got a better way. And look, he's saying it's all flat.
Good one, Mel! I think you were meant to go the other track that way. Are you joking? I think so.
And I bet you Jason wished we had have gone the other way too. That's right, no more of that. So we then took the route Mal first intended us to take. And I suppose it looks reasonably flat. It was a wild and wet Sunday last weekend when 11 of us adventure riders turned up at the Wyong Milk Factory early in the morning. And I must say it was around here that I thought Mal was true to his word. This was an easier way to go than our original plan. Joe was running road tyres on his DR just for fun. But after all of this, the real fun began. We all had a long climb up a greasy, muddy, rutty hill. Here's Alan on his DR650, Anthony on his Husqvarna, Mal, who later said this hill had kind of slipped his mind, riding his KTM, Jason racing up the hill on his WR450. And here comes Daniel on his DRZ400. And it looks like he's gonna make it. Maybe not. Next man up the trail was my mate Roger on his trusty DR650. And he's coming up to show Jason just how it's done. Oh no, wait! He's going the wrong way! So when Jason finally got up the hill, we realised there was something wrong with Roger's bike. Alan pulled out his trusty parachute cord made from his own silkworm farm that he keeps in his backyard. We then picked the strongest men in the group to pull Roger's bike up the muddy hill. Although I think I was the only one putting in the effort. Once it was clear it was time for the rest of the boys to come up. Adrian on his KTM. Grant flying up on his DRZ400. And another DRZ400 being ridden by Jason. Who seemed to go into slow motion mode just before he got to the top. Then it was time to find a nice clear leech infested spot to operate on Roger's bike. Dr. Alan Suzuki would be performing the operation.
Oh, I did write it down.
Roger had a broken clutch plate. Dr. Suzuki took the largest part, snapped it in half, and put one on top of the other, hopefully giving Roger clutch pressure. Then it was a race against time. It was beginning to rain. Dr. Suzuki, aided by Nurse Spadowski, quickly tried to get the bike back together. But would it survive? Of course it would, thanks to the hard-working doctors and nurses in the Bush Mechanics Theatre. Then we were off. I was so excited to be riding again. I was like a dog let off the leash. One of those crazy ones. You know, the ones that go straight for the biggest, muddiest bog hole and just jump straight in. But this definitely wasn't what I imagined in my mind. I actually came out the other side in a blaze of glory. That is, before reality hit. Thanks, Joe. Joe's the kind of guy that's unafraid to jump into a leech-infested billabong to help save his maid artist Wayne. You know, a wise man once told me, the road less travelled is less travelled for a reason. And a note to self for next time, when wading through waist-deep water, try to remember where you keep your phone. I just wish my Samsung was as tough as my DR650. My next one's definitely going to be waterproof.
DR's doing a wee.
Once again, it was time to engage the services of Dr. Alan Suzuki.
You want to touch the DR?
And after putting my DR back together and trying to start it, I ran my battery flat. But luckily, Roger gave me a jump start. But then we set Roger's bike on fire. You just can't make that shit up. Anyway, finally we got my DR going by taking Roger's battery out and getting my bike started. Once my bike was away though, cut out 3 times and the battery was dead. But after I turned the fuel cocks back on, and the boys gave me a push, we were in business once again, ready to finally hit the single trails. Even Roger came in with us. Well, he did until his clutch started to slip. It was a ripper of a ride and an educational day. I definitely learned my lesson. I'm Artist Wayne Dowson, and thanks for watching, everyone.